Consider a situation. If you take yourself to a dark room where there is a window through which sunlight is coming in, what will you observe? You will see that you are able to see the path that the sunlight is taking in coming inside your room. Now, why do you think it is happening? Take a look at the picture on the board. Over here also, the picture has been taken in a dark enclosed room. Now you can see that from this window, the path of the sunlight that is coming into the room is visible. That is, this path of the sunlight is visible. Now, why do you think this is happening? Or rather, how this is happening? We shall soon find out. First of all, let us take a look at a very interesting video. In this video, an experiment has been performed that is known as the Tyndall effect experiment. So in this experiment, the materials we require are very simple. We take two clear glasses and fill them with water. We also take a glass of milk. This milk will be used to dilute itself with water. And lastly, to complete the experiment, we take a source of light. Now the experiment we perform is very simple. These two glasses of water have been placed side by side and the light is shown. You can see that the path of light through the water glasses is not visible. Now what happens is we add milk to one of the water glasses. So thus it forms a dilute solution of milk. Now let's see what happens if we shine the light. If you observe closely, you will find that the light path is visible inside the container containing dilute milk, but it is not visible in water. So what can we say from this? We can say that when milk was added, the path of light became visible and it is not visible in water. So let us analyze this situation and find out what is happening. You will be interested to learn that when light falls on any medium or inside any medium, it interacts with the particles in the medium. So if we consider a light ray that is falling on this particle, after falling on this particle, light will interact with it. Or in other words, light will be reflected from it. So if there are multiple light rays falling on a particle, all these light rays will get reflected in all directions around it. This is also known as scattering. Now let us consider what was happening in the video. When we had a container which had only water inside, the particles inside it were far apart and the particles of water were also small. So when light ray was falling on water, it was not able to get scattered because the particles inside water were sparse and they were also quite small. So this was the reason why the path of the light ray was not visible to you. Now what we did after this was add milk to it. Let us find out what changes it brought about. The moment we add milk to it, milk particles are also getting added along with water. Now these milk particles are much larger than water particles. So when light falls on these milk particles, they interact with the milk particles and get reflected or scattered. So since after light falls on these particles, they get scattered in different directions, we are able to see the path that the light beam is taking. And it is due to this reason that after addition of milk, the path of the light ray or the beam can be seen. So now let us analyze what was happening in the case of the dark room. So when you're inside a dark room, why do you think you're able to see the sunlight? This is because at any given time in any room, there are a lot of dust particles that are present in the air. Now these dust particles are quite big in size. So when light is falling on these dust particles, what is happening? Light rays interact with these dust particles, and after falling on a dust particle, they get reflected in every direction. So After falling on the dust particles, light is scattered in all directions and they reach our eyes. So it is due to this reason that in a dark room, we are able to see the sunlight that is coming in through the window. And we are also able to make out the path of the sunlight. So we can conclude that through scattering of light, we are able to see the path of light. And this scattering of light in a medium is known as the Tyndall effect. As we saw in the case of the video where milk was added, there also Tyndall effect took place and it helped us see the path of light because it was scattered.